Texas Tech and Ole Miss. I'm sorry, Texas Tech and Ole Miss in Houston.
Old rivals.
What was the number, Borky? 6th time since 1998 that these two teams have played each other?
Which is more than they've played Tennessee and Georgia and South Carolina, I think.
Maybe Florida?
Probably Florida. I mean, glad the league schedule is getting blown up because that's a joke. But, yeah. I've talked to a lot of people, as have you, and people are upset with the selection. And I understand because you just played this team in this stadium, what feels like last season, but it was really, 4 years ago now?
Yeah, it was 4 years ago.
But it's a very familiar opponent, and it's not a Florida Bowl, and it's on Wednesday night, on a night where a lot of people are working, and it's very late, and I get it, but, I would say blame yourselves, but the fans had nothing to do with it. There are people that are responsible for you not getting a great bowl game, and it's them, not the selection people.
Yeah, so I got some buddies in a group text message, and one of them sent last night, I see we were playing Texas Tech, yawn. And I just responded, I don't know. 2010, 2011, 16, 17, 18, and 19 were more of a yawn for me. So I understand that Ole Miss played in the Sugar Bowl last year and played in the Outback Bowl the season before that, even in a COVID year. And it's been a couple of trips to the Sugar Bowl in the last, 6, 7 seasons? But Ole Miss has spent more time than I think any Ole Miss fan would care to think not a part of bowl season in the last decade. I'm not sure I'm looking down at the Texas Bowl, which, by the way, does a great job putting that game on. You don't have to love it. You don't have to go. And I don't honestly think a lot of people are going. I did raise a point to somebody I was talking to earlier today. He's like, yeah, we're not going to go. And I said, I get it. It's been an expensive year for Ole Miss fans. Right? If you went to the Sugar Bowl that was on January 1st of 2022, and then you made a postseason baseball run, whether that was Miami and Hattiesburg and Omaha, or just to Hattiesburg, or just to Miami, or maybe you went to Omaha for an extended period of time, or you went a couple of times, your travel budget for sporting events is probably pretty limited at the end of 2022. So I understand a lot of people not going, you know what, let's go to Houston. I get it. But at the same time, I don't think you got to talk bad about it either. Still an 8-win season with a chance to get to 9.
I think if it wasn't Texas Tech, people would be a little bit more excited. I get the opponent fatigue that you have. I mean, the conferences have got to sort of pay attention to that, in my opinion. They could have easily sent Oklahoma. They could have easily sent Kansas. Somebody else that would have just been a fresher matchup for them, or could have sent Ole Miss to the Music City Bowl to play a Big Ten team. When's the last time? I don't know.
Yeah.
So correct me if it's been recent. I apologize, but when's the last time Ole Miss played a Big Ten team?
Indiana 2 years ago in the
COVID
year.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
But still.
But it's rare, Same with State. State hasn't played a Big Ten
generally, Big
team
12 matchups are not fun in bowl games. I know there are a lot of ties there, and maybe you think I'm crazy for saying that. I mean, everybody wants to play Texas in a bowl game. Everybody likes the idea of playing Oklahoma in a bowl game. So the two best pieces of the Big 12 that everybody gets excited about playing, they're coming to the SEC. And so are you fired up about playing Iowa State or Texas Tech or Baylor or whomever? I don't know. I get it, though. I mean, I do understand. And obviously the way the season ended, a lot of air went out of the balloon.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons.
Important is too strong of a word. A non-access bowl, a non-playoff game is not really important. It's a glorified scrimmage. I assume there's going to be an opt-out or two from Ole Miss for guys that are NFL-bound. You don't opt out of games that matter, right? So I get it, but this would be a good opportunity to recapture some of the momentum they had just a few short weeks ago. Going there and winning that game would help soften the blow of losing 4 of your last 5. Mm-hmm. Portaling well, recruiting well would help as well. But you've got a chance to go win a game to get to 9 wins, which would be 19 wins over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That would be a significant thing if you go there and win. Now, losing's not the end of the world, but I think Lane Kiffin and staff need to kind of focus up and win that game. I think that would help recap